In a market where car prices keep climbing, finding a cheap vehicle that's also reliable feels almost impossible. But today, we're proving the opposite. These 5 cars are some of the best low-cost, long-lasting vehicles you can buy in the United States in 2025. They're affordable, easy to maintain, and built to survive hundreds of thousands of miles. Let's dive into the top budget cars that truly last forever. When people talk about cars that last forever, the Toyota Corolla is always the first name mentioned, and for good reason. The 2014 to 2019 generation is basically indestructible. This 1.8-liter 4-cylinder engine is simple, proven, and capable of passing 250,000 miles without major issues. It doesn't burn oil, it doesn't overheat, and it doesn't surprise you with expensive repairs. The CVT in these years is also one of the most reliable Toyota has ever produced, especially after 2016. Fuel economy is excellent, averaging 28 to 32 miles per gallon in the city and up to 40 miles per gallon on the highway. If you're buying a car because you need something cheap to run every month, a Corolla is unbeatable. Insurance costs are low, registration is cheap, and replacement parts cost next to nothing thanks to Toyota's massive parts supply in the US. Inside, it's basic but comfortable. Toyota focused more on durability than fancy materials, and that's exactly why these cars age so well. The interior doesn't fall apart, the electronics rarely fail, and the seats stay in good shape even after years of use. In 2025, you can find a solid used Corolla from this generation for $9,000 to $15,000, depending on mileage and condition. For anyone on a tight budget who needs a car that simply works every single day, this is one of the safest purchases in the entire U.S. market. It's not flashy, but it's the very definition of dependable transportation that won't drain your wallet. If you want a cheap used car that still feels modern, fun, efficient, and practically bulletproof, the 2013 to 2018 Honda Civic is one of the best deals in the entire U.S. market. Honda absolutely nailed this generation. The naturally aspirated 2.0-liter engine is the star of the show. Simple, durable, and famous for easily reaching 200,000 to 300,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. It doesn't have the complexity of a turbo, and that's exactly why it lasts so long. Fuel economy is strong, hitting around 30 to 32 miles per gallon city and 38 to 42 miles per gallon highway, making it one of the most efficient non-hybrid options you can buy. Even the CVT, which some people fear, is extremely reliable in these years as long as you do one thing: change the fluid every 40 to 50,000 miles. Do that, and this transmission will outlive the car. Inside, the Civic gives you more tech and better driving dynamics than most cars in this price range. The seating position is comfortable, the steering is sharp, and the suspension strikes the perfect balance between firmness and comfort. For a budget car, it feels more expensive than it is, and that's rare. And now the best part, the price. In 2025, you can find a clean 2013 to 2018 Civic for $8,500 to $14,000, depending on mileage and trim. For the money, few cars offer the same mix of reliability, fuel savings, low maintenance cost, and daily driving satisfaction. It's a car built to last, and one that treats your wallet surprisingly well. If you want a car that feels solid, comfortable, and capable of lasting well over 250,000 miles, the 2013 to 2017 Honda Accord is one of the best values in the United States. This generation is known for its balance. It's roomy, refined, efficient, and incredibly durable. It's the kind of sedan families keep for a decade without major issues, and mechanics actually recommend it because of how few serious problems it has. You can choose between the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder or the 3.5-liter V6, and both are excellent. The 4-cylinder is the smart buy, smooth, reliable, and capable of 28 to 32 miles per gallon combined, which is impressive for a mid-size sedan. The V6 adds strong performance without sacrificing durability, making the Accord a rare mix of fun and worry-free ownership. Inside, it offers some of the best ergonomics of its class. The seats are supportive, the back seat has plenty of leg room, and the driving position feels natural whether you're commuting or spending hours on the highway. The suspension is tuned to be comfortable without feeling sloppy, and the cabin materials age far better than most competitors from the same era. In 2025, you can find a clean Accord from this generation for $10,000 to $16,000, which is remarkable considering how long these cars last. Parts are cheap, maintenance is straightforward, and reliability ratings are consistently among the highest in the segment. If you want a car that gives you space, comfort, dependability, and low long-term costs, the Accord delivers all of that with ease. If your goal is to spend as little as possible on fuel and maintenance without sacrificing reliability, the 2012 to 2017 Toyota Prius is one of the smartest purchases you can make in the U.S. market. This generation is famous for being nearly indestructible. Taxis around the world regularly pass 300,000 miles with the original engine, hybrid system, and even the original battery still working perfectly. Few cars on the road deliver this level of long-term consistency. The Prius uses a 1.8-liter Atkinson cycle engine paired with Toyota's hybrid Synergy drive, producing modest power but outstanding efficiency. Real owners consistently report 48 to 55 miles per gallon combined, and with calm driving, it's easy to see numbers even higher. It's the kind of car where filling up becomes an afterthought, and every mile driven feels cheaper than almost anything else with wheels. Inside, it's surprisingly practical. The hatchback layout gives you more cargo space than many compact SUVs. The seats are comfortable for long distances, and the ride is smooth even on rough pavement. It's not a fast car, but it's quiet, stable, and extremely easy to live with. Insurance costs are low and maintenance is minimal. Oil, filters, occasional brakes, and that's about it. In 2025, you can find a well-maintained Prius from this generation for $8,000 to $14,000, depending on mileage and condition. That price gets you a car with legendary reliability, minimal running costs, and resale value that stays strong year after year. For anyone who wants a car that saves money every single day and may outlast nearly everything else on the road, the Prius is an unbeatable choice.
E no fim das contas, esses 5 carros mostram que você não precisa gastar muito para ter um veículo confiável, econômico e pronto para durar muitos anos sem dramas. Cada um deles entrega exatamente o que quem está com o orçamento apertado procura: manutenção simples, consumo baixo e aquela tranquilidade de virar a chave todo dia sem medo. Se você curtiu o vídeo e quer mais listas inteligentes como essa, deixa o like, se inscreve e vem junto para o próximo.